Let's speak now to Peter Temane, Chair of the South African Mining Development Association, on the issue of illegal mining in South Africa. Thank you very much, sir, for availing yourself this afternoon. How far back can we trace the roots of illegal mining in South Africa?
I tell you, it all began with gold smuggling years ago. And towards the death of the gold mining sector in the Free State, in particular the Lejweli-Putswa region, around the Volcom area, Botaville and all that. And then they got emboldened. It was not just stealing from the mine that they work for, started opening the closed shafts and started stealing from them. And the police raided the hostels and found this illegal processing activity taking place. And those were the warning signs then. And we failed to hit them. Another thing is that I think more than 10 years ago, there was a shootout in a mine in Mpumalanga underground. And lo and behold, the security company, that is a private security company, was charged with murder. And fortunately, they won the case. But those were the telltale signs that were telling us that this thing is going to get out of hand. Today we have Krugersdorp. Yesterday it was Kagiso. Today it is Mansonville, also in Mogale City. But the problem is that the illegal mining is not only in the Westland. Zamazamas are everywhere where there was gold mining and where there is still gold mining. So it is not only restricted in the Westland. If you take the N12 going towards Mpumalanga, you pass Benoni, go to Davidton, you will see all the operations taking place there. And you ask anybody around Brakpan, Benoni, they will tell you exactly what's happening around there. So this piecemeal approach to Zamazamas will get us nowhere, quite frankly.
Like you rightfully mentioned, the police minister a couple of days ago pointing out that it's in 5 provinces in particular that they have this issue of illegal miners where it is a problem. What has given this impetus, though, over the years? You say that we've seen the warning signs then, and you have questioned what has changed in the manner, or rather you've outlined what has changed in the manner of these operators in terms of Zamazamas. Do you perceive from the work that you do that it's our laws that need to be strengthened, or it's our policing, or it's a joint effort?
Look, now it's gotten out of hand. It's getting out of control. Police alone will not solve this. I'll tell you why. There is a small mining town called Hartbeesfontein, just outside Klerksdorp. It was a small mining town with a mine. If you go there today, you will cry tears. The town is dying. The mine has been stripped completely. Zamazabas actually were controlling the town at some stage. At night, police are not going into that small town. If that devastation is allowed to happen in Hartbeesfontein, imagine what's going to happen to the other mines, small mines, mines like Kindros and all that. The problem now is that around each and every mining area, you have informal settlements with a lot of undocumented illegal migrants. The problem then, if you say police alone, police cannot go and close down the the informal settlements. That's another department that's supposed to be doing that. But also you need Home Affairs to be involved. So because if you get Home Affairs, they can arrest those people, they're going to vote in those informal settlements, then they can be struck down. But to say that the police on their own can do it, I don't believe so. It's got to be a joint effort with all the different departments that are involved. And by the way, the issue of the call that the army should be involved, quite frankly, I would say yes, because sometimes some of the police people are also implicated in this protection of the illegal miners, Zamazamas. Because again, remember it's a syndicate. It's not just those people that have been arrested are the ones who actually do the digging, but it goes far beyond that in the value chain.
And that's just it. I'd like for us to expand on the value chain. Is it as easy as bringing in all these various departments? While it is necessary that everybody works together on this, the Police Commissioner for Gauteng, Elias Mawela, also mentioned in the press briefing a few days ago that you arrest one today, there'll be 10 tomorrow. So let's talk about this value chain, right? Who are the people that are buying the gold? Who are the people that are taking the gold outside of the country or taking the money outside the country?
Well, you say taking the gold out of the country. Some of it remains in the country, by the way. It's not only that it's being exported. Some of it remains in the country, is being used by other people who are buying it illegally. But most of it is getting exported. But remember again, the death of our jewelry industry in South Africa also in a way contributed to this. Because before we used to have the jewelry sector, which was very strong. Now it's actually non-existent. That's when gold was going to be bought legally. But now it's easy pickings for the people on top. Because they get gold, they don't have to spend all the necessary outlay for mining licenses, health and safety issues, compensation for the injured and all the people died, just throw them away. And so it's easy pickings for them. And the government cannot say they're not aware of this. I mean, it should be told. Government has been aware of this, and they were aware to a certain extent that even the Mine Health Safety Council was being asked whether they record the deaths of illegal miners as mining incidents. Accidents, and he said no, you cannot do that. So I'm saying the government is aware of this. It's not something new. What saddens me is that it took the rape of women for the government to really act. Now, supposing that incident did not happen, such as it is, where will we be today? It would have been business as usual for the Zamazamas. But because they went beyond just stealing illegal operations to rape and all that, that's when the government took a wake-up call. And I hope it is not just going to be a knee-jerk reaction by the government just to get involved with the West Front and then say, we've destroyed the West Front. This thing is actually, I refer to it as an endemic. It's endemic in the country. It's not only, they have to do a complete operation throughout all the mining areas.
Is this something that, or is South Africa an exception to the rule when it comes to this endemic issue that you describe? What are we seeing in other countries on the continent and how they're handling it?
The difference is that here we have a lot of liberals who give rights to illegal immigrants as if they deserve to be here. Almost every country will say if you want to come here as an immigrant, or want a refugee status, you represent yourself to the point of entry and say, I want to apply for asylum. In South Africa, people jump their fence. When they are here, when you get arrested, they say, no, I want asylum. And then because of our constitution, they've got rights and all that. And that's what the problem is. Nowhere in any other country will this be allowed. And they are coming to South Africa because they know that they have rights. I'll make an example. As a Mazama gets injured in the mine, he comes out, he goes to a public service. The health service, they are going to be take care of him, and after when he's healed, he goes back. No one in any country will give an illegal and immigrant health services. But our constitution says, Bill of Rights, they have to be treated. I'll take you back to some years ago when Dr. Motsoaledi was still the Minister of Health. He said that he went to 2 hospitals and in the maternity wards, 40% of the women who were giving birth in those wards were undocumented illegal immigrants. 40%. That was Dr. Motsoaledi's words. So which tells you to this day that the problem is not only about illegal immigrants, and even our health system is crumbling because it is meant for South Africans, but it's catering for another 40% extra, which was not part of the budget. So this is a serious problem that needs to be addressed holistically, not piecemeal, like just taking closing small shafts in operations in the Northwest Rand and not taking the whole thing countrywide as a problem.
Peter Temane is the chairman of the South African Mining Development Association. Thank you, sir, for your time.